Talk the Talk with your hosts, Charles Gregory and Madim Touch, bringing you the latest news from Philadelphia and around the world. We're talking about everything from fashion to politics to music and technology. So if you can walk the walk, we're going to talk the talk.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to another episode of Talk the Talk, because if you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I am your host, Charles Gregory, with my lovely co-host.
Hey y'all, it's Madim Touch here.
Touch in the building. So how are you?
Good.
You're always so excited. You must have had another wonderful weekend.
I did.
What's good?
And do you notice anything different about me?
Yeah, hint the earrings. hint the earrings. That's what's up.
I do this earring thing.
I know.
All right, so Anthony Henderson, fashion stylist, celebrity, awesome man, 17 days of fashion going on, full figure fashion week, popping, just he's awesome. And so he has awesome vendors who are at his events. So not only can you see people with great fashion, you can actually get your good fashion at his events. So I got these earrings. Shout out to Cash TV, Kash TV.
Cash TV.
All hand painted.
Sweet.
All handmade.
Okay.
I mean, the girl had a table out, right? And I'm at the table, and I'm just like, I couldn't decide.
Right.
Like, I literally, and I haven't had this experience in a long time. I was found one out of a, I could have bought her whole table.
Right.
Easy. I could have bought the whole thing.
Fantastic.
So, she does all the stuff by hand. She paints it. And so, I bought these. She has tutorials where she actually shows you how to make stuff. Right. This girl's awesome. And just the sweetest person I ever met.
Oh, fantastic.
So, shout out to her. Yeah. Thanks for the earrings, boo. I'm definitely coming back for more.
She's styling. Madim Touch is styling. Good job. So shout out to Anthony Henderson, celebrity stylist Anthony Henderson. I actually had the opportunity to see him. And unfortunately, I had to let him know I had to send you out there to cover the fashion, because we was here trying to put together Talk the Talk and make some things happen. So congratulations for the successful event. And he wanted to invite Talk to Talk out to another event in 17 Days of Fashion.
We'll be there.
We'll definitely be there. Bring the cameras and everything. Get ready to talk on a red carpet. So let's jump right into it. You want good news or bad news? You know?
Good news.
Good news. Good. Well, this is good news for me. So let's talk a little bit about The Simpsons.
I love The
Simpsons.
Grew up on The Simpsons.
Yes. What if you could actually live out like the whole Simpsonville? You know?
Really?
I'm going to tell you.
All right, okay, hype.
I know, right? So, the Simpson theme park is coming this summer in Orlando, Florida.
A whole theme park?
A whole theme park. Universal Studios Orlando.
Okay.
They already had a couple different theme, of the Simpsons. Now they're creating the whole neighborhood, the whole.
Oh my God! If I can get a Krusty Burger, they're gonna have Krusty Burger.
Now you know they probably will have that too.
Duff Beer, Krusty, it's real to me. Grew up on The Simpsons. That's hot.
Yeah, I was excited.
And I love Universal Studios. Lots of fun there.
So, good news, bad news. What you got? Bad news. Okay. So, Mom, this is interesting because, although this is bad news, people need to really take notice that you do not mess with anybody's kids.
Nah.
So, young lady in Memphis was mom beats man with baseball bat for allegedly molesting her son. Beat the living out of this
That's
dude.
Been happening a lot lately, and the police ain't been prosecuting these people neither.
This dude in Memphis. Beat this dude up. It happened to be one of the child's coach. One of the coaches, right? So allegedly the coach brought him in for a meeting to address it. The head coach brought the other coach in for a meeting to address it with the parent. The parent saw that MFer walking through the thing.
Right.
She said she just blacked out. Chased him all the way down the street.
No, that's right.
And it was a wrap.
I know that's right.
I mean, it is.
And you can't be messing with nobody's kids, man. Like, word is bond. Like, that's your seed. My mom, she stayed letting every teacher in my school know. They knew.
Yeah.
You want to mess with me? She was going to come in there. She's going to go ham on everybody. You got to let them
Don't mess with anybody's kids. Don't mess with a woman's kids. But I want to say, this is bad news. So I want to just throw this out there real quick. Because I thought this was interesting. And I just can't understand why someone would pick this family to threaten, to call and harass Matt Roloff. You know who that is?
Tell me who that is.
Matt Roloff is the star of Little People, Big World.
Okay.
Little People, Big World.
Okay.
So he speaks out about harassment and death threats. Somebody's actually calling this family, harassing them and giving them death threats. What can they do? Like, why would you? I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't know. He thinks it's someone close to the family, though.
That's threatening them.
That's threatening them. Talking about raping and all type of crazy stuff.
Yo, people are crazy.
Yeah.
I have surveillance. Word is bond.
That's my bad news for today.
Yeah, that's some bad news. Well, look, we're going to take a quick break, okay? We're going to come right back. Check out this next clip. Make sure y'all check us out. Go to the YouTube page if you haven't already. Subscribe to our show. We Talk Philly. We're going to pay these bills, and we'll be right back, y'all. Talk to talk.
Holla.
Welcome back, y'all. You're now watching Talk the Talk. I'm your girl, Madim Touch. I got my man, Charles Gregory, over there holding us down.
We in the building. What up?
All right, so, we always say, if you can walk the walk, we're going to talk the talk.
Definitely.
And so, a lot of people kind of get walk the walk misunderstood. And, today, what we're going to talk about and touch on is our prison systems, because it's a really touchy situation. And it's a lot of craziness going on around it.
Yes.
So, I guess it's kind of like an extension of bad news, but I wanted to share, Charles, I don't know if you heard, but in Pennsylvania, guys, okay?
Right here
in Pennsylvania, a judge was sentenced 28 years, okay, for selling kids to the prison system.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to let that marinate.
Yes. Say it again. One more time.
28 years, a Pennsylvania judge. And he was former. He ain't even a judge right now, I don't think. He was sentenced 28 years for selling kids to the prison system. Mm-hmm. Okay? So let me just jump right on into this and let you understand. So, Mark Caviarella, 61-year-old former judge, Pennsylvania, okay? He was sentenced to the 28 years for selling, literally, and the article says literally, selling young juveniles for cash. He was convicted of accepting money in exchange for incarcerating thousands of adults and children into a prison facility owned by a developer who was paying him under the table. The kickbacks. You know how much money he got off this?
I'm grinding my teeth.
$1 million. Okay? Under the table. Tax free. Okay? The Pennsylvania Supreme Court has overturned some 4,000 convictions issued by him between 2003 and 2008. Okay? 4,000 people claiming that he violated the constitutional rights of the juvenile, including the right to legal counsel and the right to intelligently enter a plea. Some of the juveniles were sentenced as young as 10 years old, Charles. 12 counts, including racketeering, money laundering. I mean, his Kids for Cash program, it shows.
Yeah, definitely.
It shows. You cannot trust this legal system.
You can't. And then you can't ask anyone to have faith in the legal system to do what they're supposed to do when they're clearly, when you talk about disproportionate sentencing, it points only to one demographic. And that's what pisses me off, because when you talk about that,
yep.
it's I told you so. Everybody in the hood, everyone everywhere knows this. I told you so.
Exactly. And it's like, how do you even dissect this information? Like, how do you digest this when it's like, all right, I told you that story, but like the average person that comes from where I'm from,
right,
they're not shocked.
Yeah, absolutely, no.
There's nothing shocking about it other than the fact that I'm surprised that they convicted the guy. That's what I'm really shocked about.
Now, how about that? And how about that, right? And when you telling me this, I'm just like, okay, I'm not surprised, but it frustrates me because people have been talking about this for years. Because when you talk about like the crack epidemic, right? And the war on drugs supposedly went back, for years, right? I think like since 57 or something. But when Reagan got in, President Reagan, he's still quote unquote president, but President Reagan, when he got in, totally targeted the so-called war on drugs, which showed like a disproportion when it comes to certain types of drugs, right? So I don't want to preach right now, but I have a lot of brothers that's in jail based on this so-called war on drugs. Right. So when you do the equation, or when you try and when you try to say certain things like, okay, well, how come a certain demographic get incarcerated more than others, but they're using drugs? If it's war on drugs, it's war on drugs, right? Not war on a specific drug.
Drug abusers.
Drug abusers. So, listen to this. Did you know that a person that has the equivalent of 100 teaspoons of powder cocaine is equivalent to 1 teaspoon of crack cocaine? So who had the access to sell crack cocaine?
Us.
That's my point. So already it was a disparity there. So that points the finger. So they're just roofing us. They're giving us 25. They're giving us
a portion, a percentage of the pureness, and we getting locked down like crazy.
It sucks.
It's horrible, and it's like, okay, so let's take a step back. Right. We got this prison system. Everybody knows jails. Look, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, the jails are a business.
It's a business.
People make money off of it.
Off of us.
And allegedly, the judges are getting their cut underneath the table.
Early.
Okay, and so what we really got to do is make sure that we educate our kids to let them know that the system is going against them.
Yes.
They can't keep continuing thinking that they're running the streets and the system, they can't do that because that's the law. F the law. They will break the law and use it against you.
Absolutely. Okay? And they've been doing that.
And they've been doing that.
Yes.
So, what I wanted to talk about it because I don't know how many people really talking about this on TV. So, I haven't heard it.
They're not keeping it 100.
They're not keeping it 100.
They're not keeping it a bean.
I wanted to pull it up. One, for the people in Philadelphia because it's happening in your own state.
Yes.
Okay, your Commonwealth state.
Yes.
All right, where they're doing this. And 2, we got to represent our brothers and sisters who are locked down. Like, that's why I have on this bracelet today.
Shout out to State Road.
This is for my man, Sheed. He's locked down.
What up? Hold your head, Sheed. Hold your head.
Can't wait till you come back home, Sheed. But at the end of the day, it's like we have to support them. And we have to prevent those who are out here from getting back in there.
Yeah, yes.
We talked about the job search and things like that in our previous episodes. And we just want to make sure we let the people know, like, we support our people that are against this whole justice system.
Totally. And I'm glad that you brought it up. And it's something that, we have been dealing with for a long time. And it's something that they keep throwing in our faces and pretty much saying like, nah, what you gonna do?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
And I'm glad that you brought it up because this right here, right, this conversation that we're having is what we can do.
Yeah, it is.
Inform everybody, to inform our viewers, to inform our fans of the show, so you can make noise, so you can make a move, so you can tell your neighbor and say, yo, something wrong with this system and we need to stand together and make a move.
Yeah, and look, why you saying that? All right now, people, it was a judge who was doing this. Guess what? How many people went to go vote for the judges when it all came down to it?
Yes.
Folks ain't go out and vote.
Nope.
But you want to go vote for president. Obama ain't doing nothing for you up in the White House. That judge right down at the courthouse on 15th Market is, and you need to vote.
Yep. And he locking y'all up.
And he locking y'all
directly.
Directly. And you directly can impact that justice system, and you're not. So go and vote. Do your research and stop waiting for the every 4-year election, because that's not going to help us in Philadelphia right now.
Not gonna help. And we can see, and this is another thing.
Tell them.
And the producers already told us that we were supposed.
I don't care.
but I just want to bring this up because we are the voice of the people. We have the voice of the people, and we're able to have creative control over what we do.
Yep.
What we say. No one can stop this. They can't just stop and throw a commercial in there.
Nope.
We can keep talking.
Yep.
And we will keep talking.
Okay.
We're going to walk the walk and talk the talk. I'm your boy, Charles Gregory.
I'm Madim Touch, y'all. We out of here.
Yes.
You're listening to Mike Music.
Born on the pale moonlight, all you can hear is my screams at night. Daddy cursing, must be a fight. Mommy wanna battle, daddy gone with the light. Now I'm in the window pane tripping. Mommy on the phone in the kitchen flipping. Little does she know my daddy had warrants with a fugitive on spinning lights in the kitchen. Now I'm on a visit, daddy 10-year bitten. Told the young nigga it was college, we kidding. I'm a young nigga, no smart shit missing. Man of the house got my windmill spinning. Mama need to eat, the kid needs sneaks. Predictable that I was hitting them streets. Cop 3 from Vizzo. Mama screaming through my window, but I can't hear nothing but the wind blow.
I feel like I wanna fly. I feel so alive. You constantly stay on my mind. I need you tonight. Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, yeah. Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, yeah.
Throw your freshies on, rock to my metronome, drink to the bottle gone, hit screams when daddy home. Never rain when you with Mac, blue skies in your eyes when you with Mac. Add satisfaction, I touch that. .com we on, let me search that. See how hard you work that.
Thanks for holding tight. This is Talk the Talk, because if you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I am your host, Charles Gregory, with my beautiful co-host.
Hey, y'all. It's Madim Touch here.
Yes, and when we left, we were talking it got a little hot and heavy. We were talking about disproportionate sentencing and judges that a lot of us don't even go out to vote for. So a lot of them get elected into positions that it's kind of like our fault because we don't vote the right ones in. So, but whatever, right? We're going to change gears. We're going to jump into certain things, right? This is Madim Touch's favorite segment that I always say, boring. So we're going to go a little bit into love and relationships because I heard she had a life-changing experience. So we're on to you.
So, I don't know about life-changing, but, I have a man.
Hello.
I love him so much.
Woo woo.
And so we decided to come together as one and live in the same roof.
Split the bills, hopefully.
Splitting the bills.
Okay.
Okay.
We living off him.
Not living off him, not
Good.
living off me. We on 50-50, which gets both of us money back in our pockets.
Absolutely.
Okay. So really good setup. I feel good about it because, it's been unofficially that way, but now it's actually, you're sharing the whole thing. So,
right.
Not too many people was real supportive about that.
I guess not.
Some, were like, it makes sense. It's a really good move. And then some were just like, oh, well, are you married? Well, you really shouldn't move in if you're not married. And so,
can you mind your business? Go ahead.
Didn't ask you. No. But I hear that a lot.
Right.
And I honestly used to feel that way, like shacking up, can't be shacking up. Right. But now that I'm older, it that's the only thing that makes sense right now. You know what I mean? Like we know what the plan is. So I just kind of wanted to bring it up.
Right.
And just pose a question. Cole,
Habitation.
Habitation.
Right. It's
Always
all
mess
good.
that
Just
up.
talk the talk. It's all
And versus marriage.
good. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't even know what your view is. Like, do you
Right.
feel like you have to be married? You think you should be married to?
This is my position. All right. So, my religious side, my spiritual side.
Okay.
It's not. You're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to be married.
Okay.
However, right? I'm a realist.
Okay.
Right. I truly believe you don't know a person until you live with a person.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
sexually, intimate, whatever you wanna, even how junky this person is.
Right.
Their lifestyle. I really believe that you don't know a person until you move with this person. So I mean, if that works for the person to move in with them and find out, I mean, hey, it is what I don't have anything against it. You know what I mean? That's you. You have to deal with the result of moving in with the person. You have to deal with that.
But I feel like some people do it the wrong way.
Okay, what's the right way then? You know what I mean?
Right, like, and that's why I wanted to throw it out, like, really for the viewers to kind of, like, just have this dialogue, like,
Right.
I feel like sometimes a girl or a guy, they move in together for the wrong reason.
Okay.
Like, living off each other, for example.
Okay.
Oh, he got a nice house, so I'm just gonna move in. And then the girl don't pull her weight. And, like, men don't like that, you know what I mean? Like, we have this thing where men are supposed to take care of the woman. I believe that, but you gotta help him too. You can't leave him out, all dry. And I feel like a lot of women do that, where they think, oh, he's supposed to, so I'm gonna move in, and then they don't pull their weight. And I feel like that's going about it the wrong way.
See, sometimes I lose hope for you. Sometimes I lose hope for you, but I think you got your brownie points, because I believe that. I totally believe that. All these women talk about a man, it's man, I am a man. Yeah, but you can't talk about what you expect from a man, right? And you don't have anything to bring to the table.
Don't no man want no slouch chick.
Totally.
Straight up. Like, that's what turns a man on. When he see a woman being about her B.I., like, he's like, yo. That makes him want to step his game up.
That inspires him. Totally.
Those are the people. And then you got the flip side. The men do the same thing.
Totally.
They love to live off of chick, because we naturally give and will give a man everything. He will take.
Yeah, I agree.
You ain't off the hook that easy, Charles. Y'all take.
I'm not going to hate. You do have men.
And so I think, if I was really to give advice to those out there who are like in between, like, oh, should I do it or should I not? I think, one, it's really about, did you have a conversation, honestly, about marriage?
Right.
I think if you at least have that conversation and we know that's the plan, then come up with a plan to execute that the right way. Don't break your bank to have a $30,000 wedding and try to move in and try to have a baby and try to get it. Don't do that.
I agree.
But plan. Be clear with the expectations and be clear what's going to happen. If we're going to split the bills, talk about what bills we're going to split. If we're not, talk about that. Who cleans what? Chores. All those things I feel like really have to be mapped out at the beginning in order for something like that to happen if you're not going to get married. I support marriage before you move in though. Okay. I support it.
Okay.
If you know that that's what needs to take place at that time.
Right.
But I think, just to send that out, we need to plan a little bit better before we shack up.
Right. Okay, we got to get ready to wind down, but I do have a question for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about people that move in together, right, and never get married, but they love each other, but they don't get married? And it's people who have been living together for years.
I know.
And I forgot what it's called, but after like
common law, 10
law,
years.
yes. So technically, or lawfully, should I say, they are technically married.
Right.
But they just didn't, I guess, go before God or whatever, that type of situation. But what do you say on that?
I think that's weird.
Yeah.
I just do. Because even if you don't, like, I get it. Some people say, all right, we don't need that.
Right.
We love each other. We don't need that. I understand that. But, like, contractually, I feel like we still need to sign some dotted lines. And, you know, you can go to the courthouse. You can go to in the pastor's office and do it there.
But see, that's where they debate that. Why should, quote unquote, a corporation dictate to me or to dictate to us what we are supposed to or how we supposed to do it? When if it's a marriage between you and I, it's a marriage. Period.
And what about your taxes?
I mean, what? See, now you're getting too deep. I'm just talking about people, who, I mean, back in the day, they didn't sign anything. They just used to jump a broom. That's what your ancestors did.
I know, they did.
So what do you say about that? You can take
the
it out.
ancestors, they were wrong. They did all, my head ancestors did all right. It was the most holistic approach. So I guess, I mean, that's a good call. I guess, you know, that's okay too. I
make
just
you
think
say,
it's weird. That's all. Just weird.
Weird. Okay. Go. Well, you take it out.
So, you know, good show.
Good show.
Great show.
Great show.
I really, really hope that you guys took heed to what we talked about on today's show.
All day.
Because that's why we have the show.
Yeah.
Is to give a platform and speak for you out, for everybody, and get the word out and talk the talk and let you know what's really going on.
Church.
In the area, in your area, in the world. And so, listen.
Church.
And then pass on the information. Don't hoard it for yourself. Share it with your kids. That's the next dinner conversation with your 15-year-old who's running around Philly for this summer. Talk to them about how the judge is going to lock him up if he don't act right. Let them know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Let's prevent. I don't want no Trayvon taking place this summer.
But see, and this is, I hate doing this.
I
hate doing this. But this is why I get mad or upset when people say, "Oh, he's just a mad black man," because he has a reason to be mad.
Look,
he has a reason to be. He has to walk outside, worry about getting locked up for nothing. Can't get a job. Go to a job fair, they close it down. We talked about that, right?
Dog.
It's hard to get a relationship these days because of the stigma and stereotype that black men have. A lot of us, you know, I say us because I'm a man, you know, and I'm heterosexual, but it's a lot of men that want other men. So it's kind of like, what do everyone do? You know, black men has this stigma of either being a gangster, locked up in jail, or gay.
Yep, we sure do. And it's important that we understand that that's how people are viewing us, and we have to live up to what our full expectations are.
I agree.
You know, not what everybody else thinks, but what you want to be and how you want to get down to be that. And we're here to give you the information and make sure that you can accomplish that. So follow us on Twitter, guys. Let's keep talking about this. Go to our Facebook page. Tell us how you feel. Let us know what you think about this stuff in this prison system. As a matter of fact, I don't care how you feel. I want to know what are you going to do.
How about that? Good call.
I want to know what you're going to do at home to help make a change and break this cycle. Because this is what I'm doing.
Yes.
And this is what he's doing.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
And that's it. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
How can they find us on Facebook?
Find us on Facebook. We Talk Philly. You can go on Twitter.
Twitter at what?
Philly.
We Talk Philly. At Instagram.
We Talk Philly.
YouTube
and email us. If you want to be a part of the show and you know somebody who could come up here and school everybody and keep it 100, get them on this show. Send us an email at wetalkphilly@gmail.com. And then also, as always, if you want to keep us looking fly and we want to keep you making money, let us know. Yes. Charles loved his bow ties and his vest.
My vest. my waistcoat.
And, you know, me, I do that earring thing, you know, tees, blazers, however you want to do it. So, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
It's Talk the Talk. We're shooting right from Philly Cam, y'all. Mondays at 9:30.
Holla.
And we are out.
Deuces.
All right.
Good job.
Can we get a close-up roll? Can we